Hi everyone, this is Athena from Courage Coaching. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, I wanted to talk about how you can tell that somebody is most likely a narcissist in the first couple of minutes of having a conversation with them. Now, this video was inspired by an experience that I had had many years ago when I was being interviewed for a job. And in this interview, I started feeling incredibly uneasy right from the first couple of minutes. I know that in previous videos I've talked about how for some of us that have had a background of childhood trauma, our red flag detector can sometimes be a little bit off. It can sometimes be broken. We sometimes are not able to distinguish between a toxic and a non-toxic person. But I can guarantee you that in this case, because of the healing that I had done in my life up until that point, I was able to detect that this person was a toxic individual very early on in this interview. Now, this is something very useful, so stay tuned to find out more. Now, how can you tell that somebody is toxic right from the start when you meet them? The first thing that I would suggest that you pay attention to is how you feel in your body. The feeling you have in your body, if it is tension, if it is a sudden pressure that you may feel, if it is that you feel really, really uncomfortable, but you can't quite put your finger on why. If it is that you may feel vulnerable or like somebody is analyzing you, but not in a very nice way, listen to this feeling, because what our body does, how our body reacts to things, is sometimes a subconscious message telling us that the person that we are talking with is triggering an old childhood trauma and is telling us to stay away. It's telling us to be careful. So the first thing is to notice your body. If within the first couple of minutes when you are talking with somebody who is possibly narcissistic or toxic, you will notice in their tone of voice how they are as a person. If they are overly focused on making you feel uncomfortable by being very subtly controlling, if they are over-focused on themselves, so they talk a little bit too much about themselves and their achievements, are they asking you things that are maybe too personal? Are they talking to you in a way where you feel incredibly uncomfortable? Yet what they are saying is more or less acceptable, but you feel controlled or you feel vulnerable. Pay attention to this. If the person you are speaking to immediately makes you feel a sense of obligation, it may be that the hidden part of them, the controlling side of them, is already being exposed. And this is making you feel really uncomfortable, and you feel this intense sense of obligation towards them. Another clear sign is if you feel really foggy in your head, if you feel confused. This person just doesn't feel safe. This person has something about them that makes you really uncomfortable. This is a clear sign that that person is toxic. When speaking to someone who's toxic or narcissistic, you will notice that they are inappropriately invasive. They will act in ways that are really awkward. They try to make a point, but they do it in a way that is manipulative because they actually want you to do something that helps them, that benefits them. Another thing that's very, very important is that the way they look at you, they make you feel incredibly uncomfortable. They look at you in a way that is very predatory. They are like a predator. It's like they're analyzing you. They're trying to figure you out. You will be relieved to leave, to not be talking to this person anymore. So when you've had this encounter and you've then left, you will feel a sense of relief for having left, but you will also feel really insecure and wonder why it is you feel so uneasy. What just happened there? It's very important that you listen to your body. It's very important that if something feels off, you ask yourself why. Your subconscious has a way of telling you if something feels off. We don't always get it because sometimes trauma clouds our judgment. But in most cases, I would say stick to your gut feeling because it's usually right. If you've had an experience like this where you've met somebody and it didn't feel right, and you could immediately tell that actually this person's toxic, please feel free to share this experience. And if you fell for someone's charm and then eventually realized that they were a narcissist, I would also love to hear what you'd have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see similar videos. And also, if there is a topic you would like me to make a video on, then please feel free to share this in the comments as well. Thank you so much for listening and for watching today, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.